Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. What's good? So Shakur Stevenson gearing up for his fight was supposed to be a title defense unification, unified title defense this weekend versus Robson Conceição, guy who was a very decorated amateur and made his claim to fame in the pros for giving Oscar Valdez the fight of his life. A lot of people thought Robson Conceição won that fight. I too thought that he edged that fight out. Nonetheless, Oscar Valdez ended up getting the victory and turned right back around and in a unification match with Shakur Stevenson got, pretty much outclassed in every which way you can think of. But now it's Robson versus Shakur Stevenson. And like I said, it was supposed to be for Shakur's unified titles. However, Shakur Stevenson did not make weight. The weigh-in was today. This is going to be a Friday fight, so today's Thursday. The weigh-in was earlier today, and Shakur Stevenson was about 1.5 pounds overweight. And I saw this coming. I didn't see him missing weight because the respect that I have for Shakur Stevenson, the integrity that I know that Shakur Stevenson himself has, the love and respect that I know that he has for the sport. I didn't expect this, but at the same time, it's not a huge deal to me because, rightfully so, they stripped him of the titles. Whether he wins or loses, he cannot be champion at 130 after this fight, at least as a result of this fight. He wouldn't be able to hold the title. So that's what happens when you don't make weight. And Shakur Stevenson came out and he said, hey, man, it's my health first. I've given it all I had and tried to make the weight, but I just couldn't do it, and I have to put my health first. I'm moving up to 135. I can no longer make 130, and, that's just what it is. And I respect Shakur Stevenson 100%. He came out and he said exactly what he felt, and I believe that he put it all on the line to make the weight for this fight. I don't think that he's using this as some sort of advantage over Robson to try to be a bigger man in the ring and, maybe come in if he was going to do that, he would have came in weighing 140 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't think it's that. I simply think it is what the man said. Hey, man, I can't make the weight no more. And he's been voicing that for some time now. It would have been dope to see him stay at 130 and become undisputed, but I don't think those other guys. Number one, I don't think Bob was, trying to get him in the ring with a Navarrete or those other guys in and around that division. The other big fights that he could have had, I don't think those guys really wanted any type of smoke with Shakur Stevenson. So him staying at that weight, trying to become undisputed, he probably would have wasted some valuable time that he can spend in a more competitive division like lightweight, where Devin the Dream Haney is currently undisputed. You have JoJo Diaz, you have Gary Russell Jr., who could possibly be in that division. You have Frank Martin. You have Chris Colbert, who is now campaigning officially at 135. There's so many different possibilities and matchups for a fighter of Shakur Stevenson's caliber. You have Tank Davis, who is moonlighting between 135 and 140. So it's so much more opportunity for him at that division. Lomachenko, Isaac Cruz. I can go on and on naming the guys at 135 who could potentially match up with a Shakur Stevenson. So I'm extremely excited about it. I think that's where he belongs. I think we're probably going to see the very best version of Shakur Stevenson at 135, one of the glamour divisions of the sport, one of the most, one of the original divisions of the sport. And I'm ready to see what he brings to the table. I'm ready to see the energy that he brings. I know we're going to get that Shakur Stevenson that's on 10, that want all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's bringing that dog and that hunger, that's dedicated to his craft, that, gets a thrill out of displaying his skill in the ring and fighting against the best. So I think it's a lot of smoke for him at 135, and I think he'll instantly go into that division as one of the top 3 guys. Ryan Garcia's up there. Of course, he's saying he's going to 140. So, but yeah, I think he'll instantly be one of the top 3 guys. Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. Devin Haney, in my opinion, is the number 1 guy in the division. That doesn't necessarily mean he's the best. We still got to see that. We still got to see the Tank fight. We got to see the Shakur Stevenson fight. We got to see the Lomachenko fight. But Devin Haney is number 1 in the division. I think Shakur instantly gets into that top 3. And we'll see how it shakes out. I really love Frank Martin. I think Frank Martin can make a run and make a case depending on how long he can stay at that division. He's a pretty solid guy. So we'll see how it all shakes out. But this fight on Friday, tomorrow, I'm expecting a really good fight. Like I said, Robson Conceição is a very highly touted amateur, very decorated. I believe he medaled. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I do believe he medaled. He's obviously a very skilled fighter, and we know the skills that Shakur Stevenson possesses. So I'm expecting an extremely skillful chess match in this fight, and I think that's going to be a sight to see. I think it's going to get interesting. I'm hoping that in this fight we'll see one of these guys take it to another level and get a little bit more aggressive. I think that'll be Shakur. Robson, he can get aggressive at times and try to make it a dog fight. And I think that'll play into the hands of Shakur Stevenson. And I wouldn't be surprised if Shakur stops this guy, which ain't going to be easy because, like I said, Robson is a formidable opponent. But I'm expecting Shakur Stevenson to have a chip on his shoulder and really go out there to prove a point and kind of put everybody at 135 on notice that you got a dog coming into your division. So I'm expecting Shakur to take every bit of this performance personal and let everybody know, like, I'm coming up there to fuck shit up. And that's just what it's going to be. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What do you think about Shakur missing weight? Do you read a lot into that? What do you think about him moving up to 135? Are you excited? What's the biggest matchup that you see Shakur Stevenson having at 135? What's the most entertaining match? What's the what's the most realistic match? We know Devin Haney and Shakur both at top rank. It's a lot of different opportunities for him. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Contender Regime Boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.